I was going to say, speaking of movies they're trying to get in development, did you see they're doing the 90s Nicktoons
Oh,
crossover movie?
whoa, what is this? No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Is this breaking news? What's this?
This is pretty, yeah, it's like in the last day or so. I've just been reading articles about it. They're doing, I think it's Paramount, want to do a Nicktoons crossover movie with like all the old stuff from the 90s, like Rocko's Modern Life, Hey Arnold, Our Real Monsters, Rugrats, Wild Thornberrys, all that stuff.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but they did a couple of crossovers back in the day in the cartoons, right? I
Yeah, of
think
course. Like there's
like
a Rugrats Wild Thornberrys
that's
movie and
exactly what I was
everything.
going to say. Wild Thornberrys and Rugrats. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah. I didn't like Wild Thornberrys. Did you like that one? I was not a fan of
Yeah,
that show.
I thought it was fine. It
Nah.
wasn't my favorite of the group of them,
I
but I thought it was
remember
alright.
that's when the cynic in me was born. I used to love every Nicktoon that came out, and then I was really excited for Wild Thornberrys, and it came out, and I did not like it. And
You
then
can
and
pinpoint it to that exact moment.
yep, my heart turned to stone that day, and it has not recovered since. So I'm skeptical about everything. But
Yeah.
how does Rocco's Modern Life work in the Wild Thornberrys universe? You can't. How does that work? Explain that to me. We're
Well,
talking about
I
Rocco's
don't.
Modern Life. There's an episode where Heifer buries a dead bird in a cloud on a shaky ladder.
Yeah, that's
It's like
right.
thousands of feet, and then you've got Wild Thornberrys, which is grounded in this realistic, wildlife family looking after, cheetahs and protected animals and all the rest of it. Explain to me how you get those two universes to cross.
Well, how do you need to get all of them to cross, right?
But those two in
But
particular
yeah,
are
I don't know.
polar extremes, right? If you can't get those two to work, you
Yeah,
scrap the whole
well,
movie idea.
there'll be a meeting point through one of the other shows. Like they'll meet through Rugrats or something.
Oh, it's just going to be like everyone's taking a page
It's
out of
like
the
they.
Lego Movie book where they're going to be like separate dimensions or something like that. That's
Oh,
what
I
I
don't
think.
know. They're describing it as an Avengers style movie
Oh
thing.
my
So
god, sounds absolutely terrible.
yeah. Well, I waited to see a
Guilty,
trailer before
guilty
I.
until proven good.
I am worried. I am worried about these kinds of reboots. Like you see the Powerpuff Girls reboot just looks
And
terrible.
let's think about I can only think of two Nickelodeon movies off the top of my head that have come out in recent times that I've seen. And those two
A
are
bit.
the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie,
Right.
which was not good,
No.
and but then again, I'm not a kid. And the one that I think really takes the cake was The Last Airbender. So it's not a
Oh yeah,
really,
best movie of all time. Just kidding.
it's not a good track record for Nickelodeon. Can they make a movie? I don't know. Remains
That's
to be
true.
seen. All right. Well, before
But
you,
it's not a
yeah, go on.
live action movie. It sounds like. If it was, that'd be
No, they can't make that
devastating.
live action. What are you talking about? Be like Skippy the Bush
No, but I mean like
Kangaroo. Rocco's
like
Modern Life.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and
Oh,
um, Airbender. Like they went pretty stylistically different to the shows that
okay, but
they came from.
Airbender can be a live action movie. That's a movie. It can be live action. Ninja Turtles
That's true.
as well. Most of the characters are human.
We've seen
Nicktoons.
in the past that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has very successful live action movies.
They are actually amazingly good. So, we always forget that we grew up in the 90s, which had the worst movies of all time, like some of the worst shit that came out. But we absolutely loved it. So, and then here we are complaining about them trying to do stuff now that is probably
Exactly
way
right.
better than the stuff that we used to like. You know what I mean?
That's true.
The third, the third Ninja Turtles movie is one of the worst movies ever made, objectively speaking. I loved that movie
But
as a kid.
speaking, one of the best movies ever
I
made.
love that movie as a kid. If they came out and made that movie now, we'd be up in arms about it. We were
That's
up in
true.
the arms about the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, and they're actually much better than what we had as children. So that tells you something right
Yeah.
there. Didn't have ice. What was it? Vanilla ice in it though. So it loses points for that.